This is Susan V. Brock's disembodied voice for Telluride Inside and Out. I am sitting in the new lobby of the Hotel Columbia with its part owner, Dirk de Pachter. He shares the honors with Richard Cornelius and Lynn Brubacher and Bridget and Bruce Evans. They purchased the property from friends Jeff Campbell and Jim Lincoln. He is with the Telluride Medical Center's Director of Philanthropy, Kate Wadley, and they are discussing the hotel and his history with the medical center and donation to Kate's online auction.
Well, Kate, thanks for coming over.
Oh, listen, thank you for donating the 2 nights at the new Columbia. I love the space. I'm in here a lot, as you know.
It's always a pleasure to have you. I'm really glad that you're leading the charge with fundraising for our local medical center. You know, the Med Center has been very important to this community. I think it's really a critical component that people a lot of times don't realize how critical that component has been in the past. You know, you may know some of my history, but...
well, tell me about it.
Well, came here in '75 and was in construction. Back then the Med Center was, we used to call it the clinic, was owned by Eldorado Mining Company. I actually had the privilege of remodeling it. I believe it was in '77 or '78 for the then clinic board or hospital board or whatever it was called, and it was a small shed structure before we expanded it, I think, about 3 times in size, you know, to have an ER room and everything else, which became very important to us in construction later on. And almost 30 years ago, we had an incident with a good friend of mine who was working for me, Josh Kent, who actually shot a nail in his heart, and if it would not have been for the clinic, we probably would not have had him anymore. You know,
wow.
So he was stabilized in the clinic by outstanding ER staff at that time. Transported to Montrose and just went back to 100% recovery. So, needless to say, you know, the clinic is very important to us.
Well, gosh, that's an amazing story. We this year are going to do this online auction in conjunction with the feast, and so that's why it's so important to highlight, you know, a lot of the businesses in Telluride that have been here for so long, and you with your wealth of knowledge and history. So we really appreciate it, and I know this year will be a success, even though, you know, times are tough. But you've got such a beautiful product here, so thank you again.
Oh, my pleasure.